everyone. I'm talking a little quieter because the baby is asleep in here. This is my house walkthrough. As I said before, it's a mishmash of unfinished projects, and when we moved in, it was already a mishmash of unfinished projects. God, I said that wrong. I think there are 6 different types of wall trim in this house, and there is paneling that they just plastered over, and all kinds of other things that are just strange and weird and have to be fixed. But for the most part, I just don't worry about it. I really don't care. It's not like a big deal to me. My house feels cozy, and it is very small. A lot of people, they're like really shocked that I can live in such a small space with, 4 kids. So it's 640 square feet. It's 2 bedrooms, and the 1 bedroom is more like a walk-in closet. It's really small. And the kids right now are not in there. Mark's in there, so I'm not taking you guys in that room. I'm going to start in my room. This is where the baby's sleeping while I'm talking quieter. These paintings I didn't do myself. They're not paintings, they're charcoals. Creepy eyes. So this is the far corner from the door. Oh, they're going to come in and yell. I have most of the kids' toys in here because when I moved Mark into the room that they were calling their playroom, kids have never really slept in their room. They sleep wherever they want. It's just kind of one of those things. My closet, the dresser is in there because I don't have anywhere else to put it. Since this house is so small, there is absolutely no storage. There's 1 cupboard. I'll show you in the bathroom. That's it. So my clothes are kind of everywhere. I have places to put them. This is my sweaters, and this is my jeans and pants and things like that. This down here is the basket that I put all of the clothing that I'm going to dye and paint for my shop later. Look at Duchess decided to climb in there. Now normally they are outside, but today I have my rabbits out and I had to bring them in. So now I'm going to have to wash the things that are in there again because people are allergic to cats. I painted this one years and years and years ago, very long time ago. I think I'm going to sell it too. And there's another one down here to paint, and don't know what I'm going to do with the Birkenstock shoes yet. I might just leave them, I might sell them. A baby on my bed. So that's it. My room is very small, as I said. This is a king-size bed, so the bed is taking up most of the room, but I need it because the kids choose to sleep in here from time to time. Some of my artwork stacked over there in a corner. A tree I painted on the wall a long time ago and I never finished it. You can probably tell, but I kind of like it unfinished. So that's my room. I kind of keep it a little darker in here. I like the way it feels with the green of the walls. It feels like I'm under the water. Okay, my little tiny entryway. This is the girls' closet. It just has the girls' clothes hanging in it. All it is a rod. It's very small. This is my 1 cupboard for storage. This is it. And the linens. Mark took off the doors when we put the flooring in, and it's never been finished. This is the room that is the most unfinished, just a mishmash of things. And in case you notice, I have cobwebs everywhere. I don't get rid of the spiders because they keep down the other bugs. It's a on-demand water heater. We had to take the knob off because the kids like to play with the temperature of the water. So we set it and then we take the knob off. I was going to make sure, I think I said this, but I'm going to say it again. I was going to make sure the entire house was clean. And then that's a piece of artwork I did with Mark actually 11 years ago now, I think. I was going to make sure everything was clean, and then I just figured, hell, I'm a mom and it's not clean all the time. Right now I'm doing piles and piles of laundry. I'm sorting out clothes that I have to. These are items that I'm going to dye and sell, or paint and sell, and sorting out the other kids' clothes from that and so forth. There's one of the paintings I did for the kids. They asked for that. Isn't he cute? Lavender has all her Monster High dolls out. She was over here playing some game just a minute ago, and now she's watching NutriVentures about the nutrition of food. Since there is no storage, all of my blankets get stacked here. This is art supplies and school supplies. I have to lock it because if I didn't, I would have... In fact, I woke up one morning and they had acrylic paint from one end of the house to the other, black and red. It was insane. I think I spent 2 weeks scrubbing that stuff off the floor. Just a little shelf. My brother actually made this when he was in high school, and I kept it. It's dusty. This house has cracks and stuff everywhere. I mean, if the wind is blowing just right, it actually comes through my closet and there's like a draft. The mirror I cleaned this morning, it now has handprints on it. They actually think it's fun to make handprints on the mirror. My bags, the kids generally use the bags more than I do, but this is storage for the bags, purses and things like that. The children's toys, again, Una's potty, are just kind of everywhere because they don't have a room. When Mark moves out, then they'll go back into their room. Most everything is just a little broken. Again, I don't really care. See the broken blinds. Eventually I'll replace it. Hi. This is where they sleep part of the time. It's just a mattress in the living room. They've been out here doing yoga and meditation this morning. The hats were gotten into this morning, so when they got put away, they were just thrown up there. Those usually are in the basket. My computer, which just sits there because it can't be on a desk or something. It just doesn't fit, so it's in the bookshelf. Very old PC, actually. That's, gosh, when did we purchase that? In 2008, I think. I think that's right. Lavender, your geranium died because you put it up there. Just noticed her plant died. This cushion, it's still good. It just has a big tear in it, and I can't sew it because it's too frayed, so I put a sheet over the top of it. I get rid of our sofa about once every 6 months and buy a new one because they always tear it apart. I just get one second hand. So far, I've been fortunate that way. This Mark put in, it wasn't there, but all these cabinets were original to the house. They're all built in. So the ones on the top, the ones on the bottom are just the cheapo ones you get from the hardware store. Eventually I'm going to have to replace them because they are really bad now, and I haven't painted them in 2.5 years. Usually I repaint my cabinets and repaint my walls and change everything once a year, and I haven't done it in a long time. Things have just been not the last of the zucchini from the garden. See that one of the drawer fronts is missing. That's where my potatoes go, down there. There's a hole in the wall behind that one. We had a leak and just never put the sheetrock back. And the kitchen is a mess right now, but like I said, I'm in here doing things. I've got my baskets from the garden over here, and this is another one of those things I have to finish someday, is the floor. I pulled it up to see what was underneath and if I could just leave it, you know, bare. I thought maybe there was hardwood or some old asbestos tiles or something under there that I could just leave, but it's just the bare plywood, so we pulled up that small bit and then left it, and eventually I will get a new floor someday. The doggies over there, I usually pull their blankets out every morning and fold them back up, and within minutes they've got them all pulled out and raked up so that they could sleep better. This is my desk. This is like one of my favorite spots in the entire house. I don't use curtains anywhere. I use blankets and sheets and stuff like that. I don't see the point of buying curtains because I change everything so very often. Some of the last of the tomatoes from the garden, there weren't very many that were very big. Most of them were really tiny. And I fry these green in the morning. Extra storage because we have hardly any. That's about it. That's it for my house. It's a little itty bitty, teeny tiny. And I do need to get a new refrigerator. This one is from my dad. He bought that 20 years ago. A long time ago. Very long time ago. Mark's room. The little tiny room that's more like a walk-in closet. We are not going in there. So, that's my house. The kids like to play with the flags, so they're all a mess too. That's it. All done for the little teeny tiny tour. And I do have paintings all over the place. Lavender doesn't have a lot of storage for her little collection. She has all these little tiny collections of things. So she puts it all up there. And so it's kind of messy looking up there. I don't really like it, but you know, I share a house with 4 other small people, and I have to deal with that. This is, my Nana did this. The kids broke it not too long ago. They like to get up here and jump off of this shelf. Terrible, terrible things they are. My Nana did that painting. It's hard to see because of the reflection from the... There, you guys can see it better now. There's another painting on the other side that she did. So I flip it over. She always used both sides of the paper. So, that's it. The kids' dream catcher. They swear that that keeps them from having nightmares. I will talk to you guys later. And there's my blessed mess. And all the little things I have to take care of. That spot over there on the wall, that's where eventually the heater will go. We do have heaters. We just haven't put them in yet. I shouldn't say we. I have heaters, and I haven't put them in yet. I need to figure out if I'm going to have Mark do that, or if I'm going to have to hire somebody to do that. But there's all these little spots on the wall where there's supposed to be heaters eventually. What an awful mess. Anyway, there you go, you guys. I think it's hilarious. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I can't believe that I have the balls to put this on my channel. Oh, God. Okay, talk to you later, everybody. Bye.